Good morning, everyone. Minasan ohayou gozaimasu. Right now it's Sunday in Ashikaga City in Tochigi prefecture in Japan. Around 10:15 a.m. I think. Right now I'm standing outside my apartment complex and I will be giving you a tour of my little apartment room in a moment. But first we'll start out here at the entrance, or sorry, at the parking lot. So we'll take a look around. I'm gonna walk a little bit closer. So first we'll take a look at all of the rooms. It's a pretty small complex, not too many buildings here. Sorry, not too many rooms here. There's a couple of parking spaces. And most people here just ride bikes or mopeds. And we have little walkways here. On the top there's a little balcony. Kind of pan around to the back. So there's some houses here in the residential area. Oh, some people walking around town. So there's a rice paddy field out there. That's pretty cool. There's some bikes and more bikes. There's a little roof area where you can keep your bike under here when it rains. They need to make a bigger one because it doesn't fit everyone's bicycle. Usually when it rains, this area is pretty cramped and I can never find a spot. But not really a problem, I don't care. I just leave mine out in this area. So I'll show you my bike. Some of you may have seen my Facebook posts from before, but this is my whip. This is watashi no jitensha. I bought this for about $60, 60 US dollars at a place down the street. The lady that works there is pretty nice. She said I can come back anytime to get free tire refills. So I will take her up on that pretty soon. So yeah, actually one more thing about this bike. This is pretty much my only means of transportation aside from taking the bus. But I prefer my bike because I can save money and it's good exercise and can catch some nice views of the town. So this guy is half of my life right now, so to say. Anyway, moving on to the apartment. We're gonna take the little stairs right here and head to my room. Whoop. So this is my room. I'm 101. And this is the door right here and the weird key system. I don't have it on me right now. But what you do is you take this like oval shaped thing and then you stick it inside here. So when you want to lock it, you turn it to the right. And when you want to unlock it, stick it in again, turn it to the left. It's pretty cool. Looks kind of awkward on my keychain, but can't have everything, I guess. Anyway, let's open this bad boy up, take a look inside. So, here is my apartment. Jajan! Tashi no apato. And this is the hallway. We'll get to this area in a bit. First, I'll show you the Genkan, which is where you take off your outdoor shoes and then put on your indoor slippers or your indoor shoes. For some of you who may not know, Japan is pretty no shoes inside. They don't like wearing their sneakers in the apartment, so you gotta take off your shoes and either just go barefoot, or I like to wear these sandals, especially in the summer when it's pretty humid and my feet get kind of sticky. So let's step inside and I will do as the Romans do, or in this case the Japanese. And whoop. Yay. So let's turn around for a bit and we'll take a look at the back side of my door. The lock right there glows in the dark, so if there's no light at night I can see where it is. This sign right here is the instructions for how to I guess collect, organize, bundle together and dispose of your garbage. For those of you who may not know, Japan has a very strict, very precise, maybe complex, I don't know the word, very meticulous garbage system, where you have to separate recyclables, you have to separate PET bottles, cardboard, burnable garbage. All of that has to be in different bags and sent out at different times. Also packaged in different ways too. And apparently, if you don't do it right, the garbage man might even just bring the whole bag back and then say, "Hey, just do this over." But so far, I haven't had a problem with that. But we'll see how that goes. Oh, and let me lock my door. Next, here is the closet, which I really like this part. It's very convenient. I can keep all of my shoes in here. Shoes. And then we also have, let's see, some extra bags, trash bags, and my sandals right there. So I'll close that up. And then next, let's take a look at my bath and laundry area. So let's walk a little bit closer. So first, we'll take a little left, open up this door to reveal my 21st century high-tech Japanese toilet. Yes, Nihonshiki no toilet, saiko. Why are Japanese toilets the best? Why, you ask? For many reasons. One, the seat right here is heated. Two, it sets itself on power saving mode. Three, it's got a bidet and a butt cleaner, which I've actually come to love this thing. It's very hygienic. You can even control the pressure of the water stream. I keep it on low, and the high setting is pretty uncomfortable. And there's a stop button when you're done. Then there's more controls on underneath this panel, which I haven't really gotten to yet. Not really sure what they do yet, to be honest. So let's close this thing. You can see what it looks like this way. And then on the side, there's the flush. There's two settings. There's a small and a big flush. I usually use the small, which is when you push it this way. The big one's if you turn it up. I rarely have to use extra water after I'm done. And I don't want to, because otherwise my water bill will skyrocket. But let's take a look at this thing in action. So we'll do a small flush. And as you can see, water comes out of the sink, which I guess you can use to wash your hands. I honestly don't know whether it's like reused water or where it comes from. It looks clean. I haven't really tried it, and I don't plan to be honest. Anyway, moving on. Turn off that light, close this door. So here is the laundry area. This is where I wash all my clothes. Kind of nice that this apartment has one of these inside. I don't think all of Japanese apartments actually have this set up, so I got lucky with that. We'll take a look at what's inside. So you fold that up, throw your clothes in there, turn on press some buttons, and then stuff happens, or cleaning happens. And here I have a little shelf for detergent. There's my Japanese detergent right there. Smells pretty nice. And then my shampoos and toothpaste and deodorant. This is all stuff from America that I just bought in bulk. With the toothpaste, the ones here in Japan don't have fluoride, so I prefer the ones from America that kind of taste nicer and have a nicer texture, so to say. So I bought enough to last me for the rest of the year. And then moving on to the bathroom. So this serves as both a tub and a shower. The shower is also connected to the sink. I'll hop inside here and show you how that works. So what you do is you turn on the water, and I can wash my hands here. And then when I want to take a shower, I just flip this knob, and then the water gets transferred to the shower head. And go back to the sink right there. And when I want to take a bath, all I gotta do is just move that over, and then the tub fills up. Pretty cool, right? I think so. So, turn that off. And then if I step outside for a bit so you can see the wash area. So I have a little stool and a little, I guess little bin. So what I do is when I'm taking, when I want to take a bath, I start filling up the tub. And while the water is running, I just stick this under there to fill it up and then just wash myself off. And then I will shampoo and soap myself and then rinse again. Then once I'm nice and squeaky clean, the bath is usually done by that time. And then I just hop in and soak for maybe about 10-15 minutes, kind of relax for a bit. And then when I'm done, drain the water, hop out here. The water coming from me just drains into there. And then I just grab my towel behind here and then dry off. And then I'm ready to go. One more cool thing about the bathroom here is there's a panel that has fan controls. The fan is above the tub here. There's a couple different settings. There's the dry setting, so it shoots out kind of warmish air. When I want to dry the floor so that way no mold or mildew grows on the side or whatever, or just so that it smells fine, smells fresh, I simply just turn on that fan, and I can set a timer. Usually 4 hours does the trick, but sometimes if it's not a lot of water, I can change the time depending on how much I need. There's a couple other settings. There's like a cool fan, and then it's like I think that these like filter out the air or something. They like, I'm not quite sure what they do yet. But anyway, let me turn that off. Close this door up. Turn that off. So moving down the hallway, we have my kitchen area. Very small. I do cook maybe 2-3 times a week. Mostly simple stuff like pasta and grilled fish. Nothing too fancy. Here is my fridge and my microwave. The fridge is pretty compact, pretty cozy. Don't have much in here right now, just some water, some milk, some vegetables, sauces. There's my miso paste and some little vegetable things up there. Close that. On the bottom we have the freezer. Nothing in there right now. Might buy some ice cream later. Microwave opens up like that. I like the control panels. They're pretty simple and easy to understand. There's either hot mode or defrost mode. The timer system's pretty cool because you just turn this knob right here and it just starts going. You can set it like 40 seconds, a minute, and turn it up like that, and it's done. Just turn it off like that. Even gives you some suggestions for cook times, like onigiri is 20 seconds, rice is 40 seconds, milk is like a minute. I feel like that's kind of long actually. Anyway, moving on. Next we have the stove and sink area. I'm still not sure whether this is electric or gas powered because I think it's gas because my bill was pretty high, or I thought it was high from last month because I did a lot of cooking. So anyway, pardon my dirty dishes, but this is the sink right here, and I have my little hands, my dish soap, and chopsticks and forks, knives, things like that. And then up here is another cabinet for my spices, rice, dried seaweed, kind of miscellaneous foodstuffs. And close this light. Sorry, turn off this light. I keep a hand towel here for drying my dishes. There's no space to put anything in a drying rack, so whenever I do my dishes, I immediately have to dry them off before putting them away. A minor inconvenience, but not a big deal. I'm getting used to it. So anyway, let's move into the fun part. My living area / bedroom. There is my bed. Sorry for the mess. I don't have a mattress, but I have a couple of futons stacked on top of each other. It was kind of hard to adjust to at first, but now my back is used to it, so it's not unbearably uncomfortable anymore. Over here we have the light switches. This one controls the hallway light. This one's the big light in this room. Here's a camera monitoring system for my front door, so I can see who's hanging outside my apartment. Sometimes if the mailman comes and I'm like, wait, is that the mailman? Like, honto? I can just push this button and then kind of check that. And I'll be like, ah, mailmanda. It is the mailman. Anyway, moving on this way. Here is the other side of my bed. There's a switch for this light right here, which is really handy in the morning when I have a hard time waking up. Just kind of slap my hand on there so that way I can just force myself to wake up. And then up here is the corner shelves. I keep on the top my little action figures, and then on the bottom I usually keep my remotes for the TV and the air conditioner. And also there's a bottle of mosquito repellent slash I guess it helps treat your mosquito bites, kind of cools them, makes them swell less. It's really nice. I wish they had that stuff in America, actually. Moving on. Here is another bookshelf where I keep my textbooks and my files, miscellaneous papers, some junk on the top. Below the bookshelf, I have my TV, a little TV that was already here when I arrived last month. You can see all my change. In Japan, they do have bills, like right there. They do have bills, but most of the time you get these coins when you get change at like the grocery store or the convenience store. So I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of use these a bit better because I always have a giant pile by the end of the night. Just new things to learn living in a totally different country. So let's turn this way, take a look at my bed. Underneath my bed, I mean. I have these double doors which slide open to reveal some more space underneath. Very convenient for large boxes. I keep my trash can down here too, and extra pots and pans on the inside, if you can see that, or my luggages, in case I want to do some extra traveling later on. Yeah. And let's turn this way. We'll go to my second closet area slash storage area. They're pretty big, pretty spacious. I like them a lot. The left one right here is for my clothes. So this is where I hang all of my shirts and my jackets. Up here, my pants and my tie and my belt. And down here, all of my socks, my underwear, and my laundry bag. And for anyone from TechServe who's watching this, yeah, right there, yeah, TechServe represent. Anyway, close that up. And, oops, open this one. I don't keep much in here, kind of just extra things I don't want cluttered in my main area. An extra chair, my Swiffer mop. There is my laundry hanger, which I put out when it's hot outside so I can dry off my clothes. Sometimes with this, it's kind of hard to time it because it's the rainy season right now. So there aren't many days where I can actually dry my clothes outside. So I've been doing my laundry on specific days according to the weather. I'll check the weather report first before actually washing my clothes. And in cases where I need clothes immediately, I'll, kind of plan something, a little bit ahead of time to make sure I don't get screwed over. So that's the extra closet. Close that up. Okay. And then at the top here we have my air conditioner slash heater. I don't have the remote. Well, actually, it's over there. I don't feel like getting it. What you do is you flip on the switch, and then this panel opens up, and then cool or hot air starts coming out. It's a pretty cool system because you can control not only the temperature but also the direction of the air. So if I'm sitting on the bed up there, I kind of set it at, this angle right here. When I'm on the floor, I set it at like a lower angle. So it's very handy, very convenient. And here is my patio door covered by my blinds right now because it's very bright outside. But I'll open these up just for a bit so you can see what's going on here. And this is my patio door. They slide open. There's a latch down here. Just go like that. You see it's open. And I just pull this to the right. And here is my patio / backyard area, if you can call it that. There's a screen door here, keep the mosquitoes out. On the other side you see a pole. That's where I hang my laundry thing to dry my clothes. My neighbors are right there. Very nice elderly couple. One time they even put plastic bags over my laundry when it was raining. So I should probably return the favor, buy them a gift or something. Let's see. Anyway, lock that up. Close that. Close that. That. And that. Alright, so the last part is my living area. Very simple, not too much going on here. I just started this floor setup. Normally I had this table propped up. The table here, by the way, is foldable. So of course, because Japanese people live in very compact places, the furniture and anything in here is not only small, but also maneuverable, so to say. Because with this, for example, you can actually pop this up, and then you just latch it on with the leg that slides over, and then it becomes a table. So I can eat here, I can do my studying here, my research. When I feel like sitting on the floor, especially right now because the hot air is like rising to the top and I can feel it like above my chest, I just fold it down like this. And then what I normally do, or actually just from yesterday, because I bought this thing yesterday, I have this little futon chair, I guess. I don't know what you call it. But I sit down here, and then I have a nice view of the TV, and I have my laptop, and I do all my studying there. Oh, and that's my rice cooker, by the way, because there's no counter space in the kitchen. I gotta cook my rice right here. And then over here we have my desk fan and my water heater and a little book on Keigo, which is polite language in Japanese. And then I have my power strip. It has switches for each port, which is kind of nice for saving electricity. I bought one with a 6-foot cord, so I can kind of shift this around. If I want to move my fan up to my bed, then I can do that. One other thing I didn't show you guys is actually the staircase right here that leads up to my bed. It's not only a staircase, but also storage space. Pretty cool, right? You can open up the top, and then in here I have enough space to store all of my miscellaneous knickknacks, like my hard drives and sticky notes, old cell phones, US currency, things like that. There's also all of my yen in there, which I'm going to deposit tomorrow now that I have my bank account, so I don't have to worry about people stealing my money. Although, to be honest, nothing here really gets stolen. I mean, I've left my stuff in my bike when I went out to the supermarket and came back an hour later, and it was all still there. And probably, if I lost something, someone would actually return it to my house. Because for those of you who don't know, people in Japan are very honest. Everyone here is a very decent human being. Something that I think not only America, but also other countries could certainly learn from. Anyway, I'll show you the next staircase. Another storage cabinet. Some more stuff in there, like my winter slippers. And I'll give you a little preview of when I hop into my bed. I just go up here. Now I'm on my bed. And I flip around. And I sit up here. And I check my email, stuff like that. Then sometimes I turn the TV to face me so I can watch it up here before I go to bed. So yeah, that's my place. Give you one more view of everything. So it's pretty cozy, kind of small. It was a little bit uncomfortable at first, but now that it's been a month, kind of settled in here, kind of get the vibe of what's going on with the size and the setup. So I'm pretty happy with this overall. So I'll be here for the next year or so until about maybe March or April. And then after that, most likely I'm gonna return to the US. But for now, this is my home for the next year, and hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about my apartment or about my life in Japan or about just anything in general, feel free to leave a comment below, and then I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So until next time, I'll see you later. Minasan sayonara.